Hi, my name's Chris Dale and I'm in Bosnia-Herzegovina in Sarajevo. Today we're going to look at an exhibit called Historijski. Okay, so this is the exhibition. It's outside basically, which in this glorious weather is probably a good idea actually. And it's mostly in these written forms. So it tells the story in quite some detail of the Partisan movement against the occupying Germans, Italians, and also the Croatian NDH fascist forces, which were collaborating with Germans and Italians. It's a very, very complex campaign of the war, and this exhibition does go a long way to explaining it quite well. Right here they've got posters of the resistance, but you notice it's not just Yugoslav, you know, tous les Français. There's a French one there, there's a Norwegian one there. So on my channel I showed the Norwegian Resistance Museum if you're interested. There's a Belgian one. There was resistance against German occupation all over Europe where it occurred. Denmark there, again, I filmed the Danish Resistance Museum if you're interested in that one. Yeah, that's an overview of Europe. Now this, I think, is the most enlightening part. It is complicated, that's correct. The history of the war in Yugoslavia is very complicated, and they go through the relationship between the different forces. Germans and Italians, well, they were on the same side, but they didn't always get on. Partisans and Chetniks started off on the same side, did not get on at all towards the end. Partisans and Ustasha, that's a completely different thing. Germans and Ustasha. It's great that they explain all this. Obviously, I'm not going to read every one of these out loud. For the museum, it's brilliant, but I'd suggest buy a book if you really want to find out. Or come and visit this museum, of course. So they even go through the different ethnic minorities. The Roma with the Partisans, and the Muslims with the Partisans. As I say, it's very complicated. Resistance in a multi-ethnic society. And we do have a little indoor section here. That's on the Warsaw Uprising in Poland. I'm probably doing this exhibition all in the wrong order. I'm not entirely sure what I'm doing, you know. But here we've got absolute horror. This is at the end of the war in Sarajevo, where 55 people were executed by the Germans. That was literally just near this museum. So I do say that some of these museums are kind of immersive in their experience. This literally is where it all happened. People saving their Jewish neighbours. This is the whole Wehrstvater section, as in Wehrstvater is German for who's Walter. Walter as a gather was a double agent working for the Partisans. Yeah, like I said, I'm not going to stop and read every sign. I did actually read them all earlier, but there we go, the Partisans at the end of the war. Oh no, it's that Muslim population in Sarajevo. Back out into the scorching sun. And some artillery pieces. Now, I did film this whole museum in another of my videos, and I went through these artillery pieces one by one. I'm not sure exactly how many of them are actually Partisan weapons here, but it does again talk about Partisan weaponry. Most of it was captured, some of it was dropped in by the Allies. This is a bit of farm machinery used by the Partisans. I mean, they had to feed themselves, didn't they? It should be said that as far as I'm aware, Yugoslavia was the only country that liberated itself You know, the British, Americans, Canadians, etc. liberated most of Western Europe, and Russia liberated, if you can call it liberated, most of Eastern Europe. Yugoslavs liberated themselves. Partisans did that. There they are, farming in their liberated territories. Making a bust of Tito, as they say, the start of the cult of personality. More photos, more to read. Here's a section on women in the Partisans. Of course, they were very active as well. And then the statue of the man himself, Tito. That's kind of cute. There's little lizards running around outside. I'm not sure they're part of the exhibit. Hey. Oh, there's a bunch of them. And there's also an indoor section through here. Only a few exhibits, but still. You'll find nothing like this anywhere else in the world on the Partisan front. There we go. Amazingly, some of these cases are open, so I could touch that. I'm not going to, but as you can see, it's got communist insignia carved into it. And there, Partisan cap. The red star, amazing. About the reflections, but about sand uniforms, this is above and beyond now. And then we're outside round the back of the museum, and as if that wasn't enough what we've just seen inside, which you won't see anywhere else in the world, look at this. It's a Stuart tank used by the Partisans. It's an anti-tank, anti-aircraft gun, isn't it? Is it a Bofors or something? Oh no, it's a Skoda, I should have known. There is an armoured train again. World War II era Partisan equipment. You notice there was a model armoured train inside that last section. Well, yeah, it is a real one. And you don't usually see this on modern rolling stock, but that's for ripping up the tracks behind you. Yeah. And of course there's an American Willys Jeep. Children's playground. I mean, on the one hand I'm all up for preserving history, but on the other hand, let the children play. It's nice. That's another Skoda. It's obviously a post-war helicopter rotor just right on the ground there, quite calmly. Seems to be enjoying itself. Yeah, all this out the back. And that place there is the Cafe Tito. I think I'm going to have a drink there to cool down after all that. Hope you enjoyed the video. On my channel I do have a few more things filmed in Sarajevo, which are quite exciting. So do like and subscribe if you want. Cheers.